Okay, good evening. Welcome to Math for Kids number 85. Wow, can you believe we've done 85 of these?
Whoa.
Today we're going to talk a little bit more about
these adding number problems.
Adding up integers, and we're going to talk a little bit about the algebra, and then we're going to do some geometry that shows how this all comes together. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you remember from yesterday, we talked about, in Math for Kids 84, we talked about what happens when you add up 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, ... plus 9 plus 10. And we just called that x. And we said an easy trick to do is just write it backwards. So you have the first equation, and then you write the second equation backwards, 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6, blah, 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 plus 2 plus 1. That also equals x, because if you write something forwards and backwards, it's still the same. Right? Remember why when you reverse the order, it adds up?
The
It's called the commutative property. Okay, watch out, don't lean into the tripod. Okay, so when we add these two equations together, we get 2x, and when we add the numbers that are on top of each other, we get a bunch of 11s. In fact, we get 10 11s, which adds up to 110. That equals 2x, and then we divide by 2, and we say x is 55.
Awesome.
Okay, so do you want to see a little bit of geometry that does that? I'll probably only go up to 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 up to 6, just because we don't have as much room. Yeah. But we'll get the idea of how it works. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with a simple one, where we're just adding up 1 plus 2, because we know how to add up 1 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 plus 2 is?
1 plus 2 is 3.
3, very good. Okay, and if we reverse the 1 plus 2, we do our reverse trick and write it 2 plus 1. So here I have 1 block and then plus 2 blocks. Here I have 2 blocks plus 1 block. Well, what happens? When you push them together, you get a rectangle, and that rectangle is how high? How high is the rectangle?
2 high.
2 high.
And 3 long.
2 high and 3 long. Okay, now let's see if we can understand what that means. When we added the reverses together, we got 1 plus 2 and a 2 plus 1, so that's where our 3 came from. And how high was it? Well, that was how many numbers we had. 1 plus 2. We had 2 numbers. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to see what 1 plus 2 plus 3 looks like?
Yeah.
When we do it this way? Oh, and by the way, when we did 1 plus 2, we got 6 blocks, and then 6 divided by 2 is? 3, which is what we got. Okay, so now let's do, hopefully I'll have the luxury of staying with yellow and red for a little while. Okay, let's do 1 plus 2 plus 3, and then we'll add, in reverse, we'll add 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so I have 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, and then I'm going to add 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. Now, again, we don't have to, you wouldn't normally do it for this, because you know that 1 plus 2 plus 3 is?
1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6.
Is 6. Okay, but what happens to our little rectangle when we add them together, when we do the geometry, when we add them in reverse? Well, how big is my rectangle?
It's 4 long and 3 high.
Okay, it's 4 long and 3 high. Well, we had 3 numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3. That's where the 3 came from. Where did the 4 come from?
From there.
So what in our adding our numbers created a 4?
1 plus 2 plus 3. No. What did create a 4?
What created the 4 was we had 1 plus 2 plus 3, and we added 3 plus 2 plus 1, and then when we added these, we got 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay? And so now we get a rectangle that's 3 high times 4 long, which is 3 times 4 is?
So times 4 is 12. And
then at the end, that gave us 2x, if you remember from our arithmetic formula.
Yes.
So we have to divide by 2. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 times 4 divided by 2.
Yeah.
3 high, 4 wide, and then we have to cut it in half, okay? So let's see if we can do the same for 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and let's see if we can see the pattern. If this pattern continues, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, we're hoping we see that this is 4 times 5 divided by 2. Do you see why?
Yes.
Okay, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 was 3 times 4 divided by 2, and if we increase it by 1, we're hoping we're going to see that it's 4 times 5 divided by 2. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have 4 yellow blocks? I do.
Good.
So I'm going to have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And I want to add 4 plus, do I have enough red blocks? I hope so. 3 plus 2 plus 1. Now I'm going to have to switch to blue blocks after this. Okay, so do you see 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4?
Yes. Yes, 3 plus 4 now.
Oh, you're right, I do. One plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 1, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay?
Yeah.
You ready to see what happens when we smush them together?
Yeah.
Okay, here comes our new rectangle. We get...
It's 4 high and 5 long.
Okay, it's 4 high and 5 long. How come it's 4 high?
4 high is the number of numbers.
Right, because we had 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And why is it 5 long?
5 long. For the same reason.
What is that reason?
It's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4.
Why is this equal to 5 here? Why is this 1 plus 4? Why is this 2 plus 3? Why is this 3 plus 2? And why is this 4 plus 1?
Because you add reverse.
You're adding in reverse. This is this 1 plus this 4. This is this 2 plus that 3. That's this 3 plus that 2. And this is this 4 plus this 1. And what do I get? I get 4 times 5. And then when I want to know just what this sum is, it's half of it. Divide by 2.
Yes.
Isn't that pretty neat how when you add in reverse, you get this nice little rectangle?
Yeah, very neat.
Okay, so what do you think is going to be the rule if this keeps going?
It's 5
When we add up 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, we should get
5 plus 6.
5 times
5 times 6.
divided by 2. And how about when we add up all the way up to plus 9 plus 10, what should I get?
You get 9 plus, no, 10 plus 11.
10
10 times 11.
times 11 divided by 2. And 10 times 11 is 110.
Yeah.
Divided by 2 is?
55.
Which is exactly what we got before.
It's a good video.
Yeah, that's a pretty good video. Alright, so maybe we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, but this shows a little bit how the geometry comes in with the numbers, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Alright, good job tonight.